Everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will learn some important points related to the lesson Tanks and Groundwater from the 7th class Social Studies textbook. Tanks. For thousands of years, our ancestors have tried to utilize runoff rainwater by building tanks. We have evidence of tanks being built and used for agriculture from the times of the megaliths. The Kakatiya kings built a large number of tanks in Telangana. A person who regulates the use of the water from the tank is called as Neerati or Neerukatte Manisi. The most important thing is that tanks help to prevent runoff of rainwater and the erosion of topsoils. Every year, people would collect tank silt and use it in their fields to fertilize the soil. Mission Kakatiya. The government of Telangana has started a program for minor irrigation tanks in the state. This program, called Mission Kakatiya Manavuru Manacheruvu, aims at removal of silt from tank beds and repair and construction of tank bunds on about 47,000 tanks. Fishing in tanks. Many of the fisher folk are from traditional fishing communities like Besta, Gondla, and Mudiraj community depend upon these tanks and rivers for leading their lives. Betavolu village. This village is 16 kilometers from Kodada near Suryapet. Betavolu got its name from Betala Reddy, the subordinate of Kakatiyas. He got the tank built in the name of his wife Veerala Devi. Thus, the villagers call the large tank as Veerala Devi tank or Irla Devi tank. The tank irrigates about 1900 acres in the village today, even though originally it was meant to irrigate about 3000 acres. On the tank bund is situated the shrines of Kattamaisamma and Gangamma, who considered the guardian deities of tank. There are about 600 families of Besta and Mudiraj community in Betavolu village. Out of which 60 to 70 households are leading their lives by fishing. However, they fish in the tank only during the months of March and April. During the rest of the year, they work as small farmers or laborers. Fishes in the tanks. Different kinds of fishes like Budda Perakalu, Jellalu, Kodipelu, చందమామలు, కుంటుముక్కలు, పులిసెలు, ఇసుక దొందులు, పపెరలు, గండ్రపరకలు, గురియపిల్లలు, కొరమీనులు, వాలుగలు, ఎక్సెట్రా. Young fish are bred artificially in fish farming centers and are let out as seedlings into the tank. The important among these are merige, రవ్వ, బొచ్చె and బంగారు తీగ. Net types. The fishermen use nets of different kinds to catch the fish. There would be 30 kannulu or holes in small parisha, whereas 60 kannulu in big parisha. These nets are also called as sannapu vala and doddu vala in some areas. The nets contain the beads made by either iron or lead. The Sannapuvala weighs less. They catch fish and prawns by Sannapuvala. Dodduvala is used to catch the fish of weight 100 grams to 5 kilos. Fisher folk use two methods to catch fish, one in shallow waters and one in deep waters. Visire wala is used when there is less water in the tank. Kachuvala weighs less. Fishermen go farther into the stable water and spread the kachuvala. These are used mostly in the occasions where the water is deep. Fishing. Fishermen start catch the fish from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning and take them to the market. Again, they catch fish from 1 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon and take them to market. Cooperative Society of Fishermen. A family needs to have a membership in the cooperative society for fishing. The membership is decided on the basis of the ayakat. Usually, the society takes one member per 1 hectare. There are 339 members in the society today. The society pays 2,35,000 rupees to the Department of Fisheries for fishing in the tank. The society has to purchase fish seedlings and put them into the tanks. They are supposed to pool the produce and share the earnings equally among all members. Fisher folk have to sell all their produce to the traders at a price fixed by him, which is usually about 10 to 20% of the actual market price. In this way, the trader makes a huge profit. If banks could give loans to the cooperative societies, the fishermen could become independent of the trader contractors. Groundwater. Rainwater slowly goes down into the soil. This water accumulates below the ground in the gaps between rocks, pebbles, sand, etc. This is the groundwater which we reach through wells and bore wells. Rocks which have cracks or pores in them and can contain water are called pervious rocks. In Telangana, there are some areas where such rocks like sandstones are found. Some rocks like granite, Kadapa limestone, etc., are very compact and do not have pores in them. Water cannot enter into them. Groundwater usually accumulates above such rocks. Since the water cannot go beneath them, these are called impervious rocks. Most of the rocks underlying the soil in Telangana are of this kind. A small portion of land in Telangana, which is next to rivers, has deep layers of sand, soil, and pebbles. The layer of water which accumulates under the ground among rocks is called aquifer. The thickness of the aquifer determines the availability of groundwater in area. Water table or groundwater level. Water level is never stable. It goes deeper in summer months and comes up during the monsoons. Rocks and groundwater in Telangana. Most of the rocks under the soil in Telangana consist of granites which are hard and impervious. However, the top portion of these rocks are broken and they carry water. Many of these rocks also have deep cracks going down to 50 to 100 meters depth. In many mandals of Telangana, the predominant rocks are not granites. Small quantity of groundwater goes in these structures. The areas adjacent to the great rivers like Krishna and Godavari have deep layers of sand and silt. The water level here depends upon the water in the river. Usually, there is plenty of water. It is nearly 5 to 7 meters below the ground in these areas. Recharging groundwater. There is a rapid fall in the water table or water level by half to 2 meters every year. In our part of the country, it rains only for about 3 to 4 months. The last few years, great efforts have been made to harvest rainwater by this means. These measures are usually taken for a stream or a river. Such efforts are called watershed development projects. Under these projects, trees and grasses are planted on the hill slopes from where a stream starts. Also, small bunds are built across streams to stop the flow of water. Quality of groundwater. Groundwater is usually mixed with many minerals. Sometimes the water is salty and sometimes it is sweet. This difference is because of the minerals which are dissolved in the groundwater. These minerals come from the rocks and soils underneath. Hence, depending upon the minerals which mix with the water, the taste and nature of water changes. In many mandals of Telangana, there is excess quantity of certain minerals like sodium, fluoride, chloride, iron, nitrate, etc. Drinking such water is not good for our health and can cause diseases which affect our bones, teeth, etc. Groundwater, like the rivers, is the common resource of all people. Thank you for watching our videos. To get a notification of our further videos, make sure to subscribe our channel.